Leo had always known he was different, not just in appearance but in how people treated him. His younger brother, Eli, fit effortlessly into their parents' world, a golden child who could do no wrong. Their parents, focused on appearances, showered Eli with affection and praise, while Leo was expected to be perfect just to be acknowledged. If Eli brought home a B, it was cause for celebration. If Leo brought home an A, it was merely expected. These subtle but constant reminders of his place in the family shaped him, teaching him that he was an outsider in his own home. As the years passed, the gap between Leo and his family widened. He stopped seeking their approval, realizing it would never come. Instead, he poured himself into his studies, determined to build a life where their validation didn't matter. He graduated at the top of his class, got into a prestigious university, and moved out as soon as he could. Meanwhile, Eli remained close, attending a local university, keeping up with family traditions, and reinforcing his role as the cherished son. Whenever Leo visited, conversations revolved around Eli. His job, his relationships, his future, while Leo was treated as an afterthought. Leo wasn't surprised that Eli was getting married. What did surprise him was how he found out, through social media. A carefully curated engagement photo, a countdown to the wedding, and hashtags filled his screen. No call, no message, not even a casual mention from his parents. Days later, his mother finally called, her voice breezy, as if she had only just remembered to invite him. "Oh, by the way, sweetheart, Eli's getting married. You'll come, won't you?" The way she spoke, it was clear he wasn't expected to play an important role, just a guest, an obligation they had to acknowledge. He said yes, knowing that refusing would only paint him as the problem. The formal invitation arrived a week later. It was elegant, embossed with gold trim, but it lacked a +1. That small detail felt intentional. Then, through casual inquiries, he learned the full truth. He wasn't in the wedding party. Cousins, childhood friends, even distant acquaintances had been included, yet he had been left out. When he confronted his mother, she dismissed it casually. "Oh, honey, Eli just wanted to keep things small." Leo let it go. He had long since learned that fighting for a place in this family was pointless. The night before the wedding, he arrived at the hotel where guests were staying. At check-in, he noticed something odd. His room was at the far end of the hallway, completely separate from the groomsmen, who were all placed together near the main suite. Another small but deliberate exclusion. The next morning, he dressed sharply and made his way to the reception. When he checked the seating chart, his name wasn't among the family. Instead, his seat was placed outside the main hall, near the exit, alone. This wasn't an accident. This was them making it clear that he didn't belong. And for the first time in his life, Leo decided he wouldn't just accept it. Leo approached Eli, holding up the place card with his name. "Why is my seat outside the reception hall?" he asked, his voice steady. Eli blinked, then laughed awkwardly. "Oh, we had to move some things around last minute." Leo's grip on the card tightened. "And I just happened to be the one who got moved?" Before Eli could respond, their father stepped in. "Leo, don't make a scene. It's Eli's special day." Leo finally saw the truth. This wasn't an accident. It was exactly how they saw him. A problem to be pushed aside. Leo didn't hold back. In front of guests, he revealed everything Eli had said in private. His disrespect toward his new in-laws, his complaints about wedding speeches, his frustration at having to pretend to be the perfect son-in-law. Silence fell over the reception hall as Eli's father-in-law, Richard, turned to him with cold fury. "Is this true?" Richard demanded. Eli stammered, trying to salvage his image, but the damage was done. Richard publicly disowned him. His new bride looked at him in horror, and Leo's parents scrambled to do damage control. But it was too late. Leo left the wedding without looking back. His phone buzzed constantly, calls from his parents, frantic texts from Eli, but he ignored them all. He had spent years swallowing his pain, pretending everything was fine. Now he was finally free. Days later, his mother called again. To his surprise, she didn't defend Eli. "I saw how we treated you," she admitted. "It wasn't right." It wasn't an apology, but it was something. A week after the wedding, Leo received a text from an unexpected person, Hannah, Eli's bride. "Just so you know, I'm staying with my parents for now, thinking things over." Leo stared at the message, then smiled. He replied simply, "Take your time." Some things couldn't be undone. Some truths, once spoken, changed everything. And sometimes, breaking free was the only way to finally start living.